of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I know that play broke down. That is one the offense, I think, would like to have back because you practice these type of scramble situations all week long. Quarterback this time flush to his left. These receivers have to break their routes off and work with the QB to try to give him a place to go with the football. And
turning it on! Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Norton. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quarterback adapting. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pressure coming. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Throwing right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own. He'll take the deep shot. Pulls it in down the middle. Off to the races. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of these plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return. They will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Steps away. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Unloaded just as he pulls. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll try the run. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Caught near the sticks. It's Harbor. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. To the air, it's Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
The Gamecocks will hustle for the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Sellers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Irish!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 21 over Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. And
how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. Finds a man on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to the big tight end. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Harbor. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Might be calling a hot route. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Motion from the wideout. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fit it in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Sellers. With the catch, it's Lee. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Just a throw on first down. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many...
Going over the top. Oh, that's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big...
He's trying to get it in, and he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury for defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And first down for the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To throw, it's Sellers. Quick strike complete. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Running to Green. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here come the Irish back on offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone.
Pace, 27, jump.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the deep...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Their own end zone, nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll try the left side. He breaks the tackle.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. Running through contact. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might as well give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback moving. Touchdown! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air, it's Sellers. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you got a QB with this kind of arm talent, receivers with this kind of speed, they are going to be difficult to stop. They have been up and down the field. They've almost got 450 passing yards there.
Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 17 over Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about the way they attacked the last time time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse.
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's taking a deep shot. Snags it on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Caught close to the marker, it's Lee. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air on first down. Looking left. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
A strike downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Norton. Jumped on top of the pile. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
South Carolina offense will take over 1st and 10.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers. Find the space. Find the matchup. He identified it. Nice two-point conversion play.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your...
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball.